A while ago, I had done a video comparing YSL Libre and YSL Libre Intense. This was when the hype had just started. Now it is a cult favorite and there are a total of 4 flankers. So in today's video, I'm going to be comparing all 4 for you guys, including the brand new Libre Le Parfum. We're going to cover it all. I'll tell you how they compare and which ones are worth buying depending on your scent preferences. I'll let you know which ones are maybe a little bit too similar to each other and whether or not it's even worth having all 4. So if that sounds interesting to you, then just keep on watching. If you are new here, my name is Yana. This is The Scented. We talk about all things fragrance, expensive fragrances, cheap fragrances, all the fragrance things that you could possibly think of. If you're a fragrance lover, don't forget to hit that big red button and the little bell. Stay tuned for new videos coming up. We'll do all the fun fragrance things together, and here we go. The original YSL Libre, this one, some people find a little bit too masculine. It does have a hefty dose of lavender. There is vanilla in here, but the lavender and vanilla combo does not smell anything like Mon Guerlain. To answer a lot of your guys' questions, you guys often ask me, oh, well, it's lavender and vanilla. Is it similar to Mon Guerlain? Not at all. They are completely different because this one also has a very hefty dose of white florals, mainly orange blossom. There is quite a bit of citrus in here, and it almost gives it a laundry-esque freshness. It has a very, very different scent profile than Mon Guerlain. Completely different. In this scent, I do get a lot of white florals. The jasmine and the orange blossom are strong, and it is a very addictive scent. It isn't an overpowering orange blossom. I'm not a huge fan of orange blossom on its own, but the way that it's balanced with lavender in here, it is gorgeous. It is one of the most unique, newer releases. It is incredibly long lasting. This fragrance lasts well into the next day for me. A lot of people say it's a bit masculine with that lavender. On me, it is absolutely not. I do also think that if a man wanted to wear this, I'm sure he could pull it off. I think basically anybody can wear whatever they want, and this one, I think a man could pull off if they wanted to. I'm not gonna get super in-depth. If you guys do wanna see the review of this one and Libre Intense, I will link that up here for you. So this is our pillar. Then we have the EDT version. This one has an added note of jasmine tea, and it makes it a lot more floral. This scent has a lot less lavender. The opening is quite different, but the dry down to the original EDP is very, very similar. The opening is a lot fresher, it's airier, and a lot more floral and feminine. This one is better suited for hot summer days where the original can get a little bit too stuffy. It's a bit more citrusy, musky, light, and more feminine. For those of you that do find the original masculine leaning, this is a lot less masculine leaning. It's a beautiful scent. Is it worth having this one and the EDP? Probably not. If you're looking to just have one, go based on other metrics like where do you live? Is it usually hotter there? Well, then the EDT is probably better for you. Are you a little bit more of a cooler climate? Then go for the EDP, and also your own preferences. Like, I do love a hefty lavender note. I do like fragrances that are often marketed unisex. For me, I do love the EDP and tend to reach for it more than this one, although they're all beautiful. You have to assess your own situation. In terms of scent profile, I don't think that they are different enough to have both. For the average person, I mean, if you're a collector and you love the whole lineup, then of course. For me personally, I think it's worth having all of them, and I do have all of them, but that's also because I run a decant shop, and if you guys wanted to sample any of them, you could on thescented.ca. Then we're gonna go for the Intense. This one I think is the most popular. Everybody absolutely adores the Intense, and it is a hefty vanilla, very, very hefty vanilla dose in here. There's also an added note of tonka. It's a lot sexier, richer. It's a nighttime date night version. Men love this one, and it's a seductive scent. It is beautiful, incredibly long lasting. This one lasts even longer than the EDP. It's a showstopper. It's a really lovely scent. I am not a vanilla lover, and this is a vanilla scent that just blows my mind. I had been loving this one and the EDP, and it's really hard to choose which I love more. Personally, I reach for the EDP more because it's more of a daily wear. This one though, whenever I put this on in the evenings, my man smells it and he really likes the scent. And you know, for that reason, it makes me love it more myself, even though my fragrance tastes align more with like a fresher scent profile. This one is just a heavier, richer, much, much sweeter vanillic version of the EDP. Now, for the newest femme fatale of the bunch, the new Libre Le Parfum, this one has added warm notes of ginger, saffron. I was scared about the honey note in here because it has honey, and honey and I were not friends in fragrance. But this is just a warmer, slightly spicier version of the Intense. They are incredibly similar. But you do get a lot of ginger, like almost a candied, honeyed ginger, and the saffron. And it does kind of bring a fiery essence to the scent. So essentially, this is a warmer, slightly less sweet to my nose version of the Intense. Because the spices offset the sweetness, I like the balance in here, and this one is really, really growing on me. I think I have to say at the moment, I do prefer this one over the Intense. I do. I'm telling you guys, I prefer this one over the Intense. I think this is gonna be the new hit. It's really, really good. The only reason why it may not be is because of just people hating on the fact that there's a new flanker, but this one is stunning. It is so, so well done. For people that are scared of honey, don't be scared of honey. I am a honey phobic person, and this is not bothering me at all. It's a really, really strong ginger. I would say the ginger is stronger than saffron, so if you're not a fan of ginger, you're gonna have to stay away from this. It is gingery, but in a really nice, cozy way. Like, it tickles your nose holes. It's so nice. It's so nice. I'm telling you guys, you still have that original Libre DNA. You still have that nice lavender and vanilla, but a lot warmer. So for me, if I had to choose only two to own, these would be my two. I would go for the Le Parfum, and I would go for the original EDP. I think this one is super sexy. It's more sophisticated and kind of less flirty. It's a little bit more grown up than the Intense. However, these two, the Intense and the Le Parfum, they are incredibly similar. Super, super similar. I would say 85% similar, to the point where choose the one you like better and have that one. There really is no point in having both. I'm just looking out for you guys. I'm trying to save you money. Don't buy both. You don't need to, unless you absolutely love both, but they're not different enough. So if you like a spiciness, you like ginger, and maybe you don't want too much vanilla, I would go for the Le Parfum, because it does dial down the vanilla a little bit. But if you are a vanilla, sweet, borderline gourmand lover, the Intense is for you. I find these two different enough from these two. So from these two, choose one, and from these two, choose one. I would say having one of the Intense ones and one of the regular ones is perfectly appropriate. Again, it depends on your climate, where you live, circumstances, and other metrics. Maybe you only want to have one, in which case, personally, I would go for the original EDP if you only want to have one. That's because I do find this one perfectly suited for daytime and nighttime. It is one of my signature scents personally, and also based on the climate in which I live. So there you go. There was kind of a quick review of all four of them. I hope you guys found this helpful. If you wanted to check out my older video of the Intense and the original, I'll link that in the description as well. And I would love to hear your thoughts. Let me know what your favorite Libre flanker is. Which one works best for you? I'm sure I'm going to hear a lot of mixed opinions, but I want to see if there's a common trend. Maybe one stands out as a crowd favorite. I'm really curious to hear. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.